Hi everyone, my name is Melodee Meyer, also known as Master Mel. And I use martial arts principles to help leaders and entrepreneurs become black belts in their industries, in their businesses, and in their lives. And today I'm going to be talking about the 4 steps you can actually take to make sure that your resolutions become a reality. So here's the thing that most people don't realize is that we are naturally resistant to change. Okay, that is part of who we are as humans. We're resistant to change. And it's called actually equilibrium or homeostasis. It's that place where everything finds a balance. It finds that sort of in-between spot. Well, it really works in every area of our lives. I mean, our body temperature has a homeostasis, stays within certain degrees, right? Not too hot, not too cold, right? We've got, our hormones. Everything needs to be, physically needs to be in balance. Our blood sugar, our weight even. I know you don't want to hear that, but you have a set point that your body likes to stay within a couple of pounds here or there. On our weight even. So we're naturally resistant to change, and it's not just in our physical bodies, right? It has to do with our families and even our cultures. We become accustomed to what's regular and we resist change just naturally. So whenever we set a resolution, like many of us do at the beginning of the year, no wonder we backslide, right? No wonder we don't follow through with those resolutions because we naturally want to go back to where we were. That's just how it is. So what can we do to make sure that, because your resolution is important, okay? Whatever it is you're resolving to do this next year, I'm sure has heart and meaning for you. So what can you do to make sure that you stay true to those resolutions? Well, I've got 4 steps for you today, and I hope this will be helpful and that you can create an intention around how you can use your resolution to really progress and have more success in 2016. So are you ready for the 4 steps? Because here we go. Okay, so number 1, you need to plan for failure. Plan for failure. You want to be aware, first of all, of how homeostasis actually works, okay? And if you really understand the science behind it, then you can be more in cooperation with this process rather than, resisting it, all right? And think, no, you're just going to white knuckle through it. No, you're not, okay? You're going to come up against resistance because that's the natural order of things. So if you plan to fail, meaning you know that is part of the cycle of change, okay? 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of idea. Then you can actually make peace with that and plan on what you're going to do when things get tough. So you can expect resistance from yourself. Hi, Roxy. You can expect resistance from yourself, and you can expect some resistance from others, maybe even some backlash from people around you as you start to change, because not only are you naturally resistant to change, but so is everyone around you. Okay, so your business, your culture, everything is really making it difficult to make these changes. So if you expect that and you know that that's part of this cycle of change, then you can actually do something around it. So you need to plan for that. You also got to look for the funny little ways that resistance shows up. Okay, sometimes it shows up as pain or maybe even as a sickness. Maybe a little self-sabotage, some disharmony with the people around you, like arguments and things like that. There's many things that can come up. And sometimes we even just call it drama. Okay, you go to change something in your life, you go to actually grow in your life, and what happens? All this stuff happens, all right, to challenge that and see if that's what you really, really want. Well, if you know that's going to happen, then you can plan for it and just realize as it's happening, and just create an awareness as it's happening that this is something that you can deal with and move through. Number 2, you want to create support for your success. So just as you're going to plan for failure and what you're going to do for failure, you're also going to create support around being successful. Now, what does that look like? Well, I don't know what you need for support. Only you know what that is. But I'll tell you some of the things that really work for me. I like to tell other people about what it is that I want to do. So if you've got a resolution for this next year, you want to tell other people. You want to create support around you. Find out what you need to actually be successful with this resolution and create that support for yourself. All right, you are not an island. You cannot do it all by yourself. So just stop it. That's a recipe for disaster. So you want to create support around you that will help build you up and help you through those rough times that are sure to come. Okay, so number one, you're planning for failure. Two, you're creating support for success. And also, success and the support that you get is also going to help you with accountability. All right, if you tell a bunch of people and you get support and you enrolled other people in this idea of supporting you, then you also end up becoming accountable to them, and that's a good thing. All right, so number three, you need to create rituals. You need to create rituals around whatever it is that you're resolving to do. Now, what does rituals mean? Well, actually, rituals, you're just going to follow a regular practice. Like a practice is a habit, and you turn those habits into a ritual. Now, I like to think of rituals as a conscious sequence of events, okay? So a conscious sequence of actions. That's hard for me to say for some reason. Conscious sequence of actions, okay? So that means that you have awareness around what it is that you're doing step by step, and you make it into a ritual. It's a habit, all right? So you know how at night before you go to bed, you brush your teeth? Well, at least I hope you do. Okay? Nobody's telling you to brush your teeth. You don't have to, do a lot of read self-help books around brushing your teeth, all right? You've just made it a habit because you know it's something that you just need to do. Well, that's what you have to create around your resolution. You have to create habits and things that just become part of what you do, not necessarily something that you have to, anguish over and decide and use your self-control to be able to do each day. Just make it part of your regular routine. All right? So that's number three. And then number four, you need a learning mindset. Okay? What I call in martial arts, we call it the white belt mind. If you already know everything, then you're not going to have an opportunity to actually learn something new. And it's actually that learner's mindset that will help you keep that resolution. So you're always looking to learn and to have that more of that open mind, okay? In fact, why don't you dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, because to learn is to change. And in fact, that's what resolutions are all about, right? You're wanting to make a change. So it's learners that can really change, not people who know everything already. Okay, if you ever hear yourself saying, and I've heard this, from myself too, I know, okay, what is that? That's block. But instead it's like, oh, really? Oh, good. Tell me more. So I hope that will help you. These 4 steps that you can take to make sure that your resolutions become a reality. Let's go through them again, all right? First of all, plan to fail. Plan what you're going to do when hard things come up, when you might even backslide just a little bit. That's all part of the cycle of learning and changing. It's okay. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward. Yes. Number 2, get support. Support for success. Enroll other people around you to help you through and help you to that next step and help you really complete your commitment around your resolution. Number 3, create rituals and habits that will support your resolution. Number 4, keep that open mind, that white belt mind, that learner's mindset, so that you can learn on this pathway of change and mastery. So I wish you all the best. I hope you had a wonderful 2015, and you'll take a few minutes today to reflect on this last year of everything that you're grateful for, all the successes that you've experienced this last year, and then just see them magnified for 2016. I wish you all the best. I wish you a happy, happy New Year. I hope you have fun tonight. Stay safe, and I'll see you again tomorrow for some more daily intentions. Remember, you have the power to live a life that you love, and you have the power to live it in a body that you love, doing work that you love. So with that, take care and God bless.